Dear buddies, is China urging the United States to completely remove tariffs? Currently, there is no decision. Whether the leaders of the two nations have come to an agreement is still unknown. We'll discuss that now. We'll also talk about White House reports implying gold reserves might be used to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, ADA and Solana are also under consideration for inclusion in strategic reserves. Last night too, a significant transaction including 9.7 million XRP took place. A whale purchased XRP on EBIT exchange and moved the quantity to cold storage. Metrics also indicate that whales are now amassing Bitcoin. Update on the crypto market. The crypto market has indicated a slight rebound. The market showed a fair upward trend yesterday and the day before. At this point, XRP has bounced back to the same level it was at prior to Bitcoin fall from $82,000 to $74,000. XRP is now trading about $2.15 and Bitcoin is holding out well at about $84,000. Though so far it's resisted at a 50-day moving average on the daily chart, I had earlier proposed Bitcoin might trend toward $88,000 to $90,000. This has created a resistance area between $82,000 and $85,200. For the time being, we are probably going to remain inside this range. At this stage, making any strong forecasts is challenging. Should Bitcoin have broken through and pushed past $90,000, it might have set the scene for a breakout toward $100,000. But for the time being, we are not witnessing that. XRP technical failure. XRP is doing rather well, now above $2.14, which is now serving as support. XRP on the other hand, on the daily time frame, falsely broke above the trend line and touched the 50-day moving average but did not advance. This implies we could either experience a gradual drop toward 97 cents or enter a sideways phase. Sadly, for the time being, XRP may not show any significant price increases. After a brief pause, we will examine the chart more closely and discuss current events as well that might be possible drivers for cryptocurrency expansion. Keep listening. XRP projection and market mood. Watching how XRP acts in the near term is crucial, though it's still not convincingly breaking the trend line from $1.60 to above $2. It usually is a false breakout even then. The 50-day MA still shows that XRP is not prepared for upward motion. Weekly charts show XRP is still under resistance on a weekly chart and has not broken the trend line. This implies interconsolidation or a little pullback for the market. Therefore, take your time making choices. For instance, we're not pushing trade right now, but yesterday a trade on MMO coin was closed with a profit of $888, a nice round number. During a drawdown, avoid rushing into positions or panic selling. Large players are probably accumulating altcoins at appealing levels, getting ready for the next bull cycle when they'll sell to retail, arcade hamsters, market fear and euphoria levels. With a score of 32 out of 100, the present cinnamon index suggests we are gradually entering a neutral zone. Should Bitcoin cross $90,000 and then $100,000, we might witness actual euphoria. But the issue stays, while altcoins stay current. While altcoins lag only catching up once Bitcoin consolidates or slightly corrects, Bitcoin could soar above $100,000. Many people get alt season wrong. Literally speaking, there is no such thing. Not all 13 million altcoins can pump. What some refer to as alt season is really selective altcoin pumps, such as those we observed in November with Stellar, HBR and XRP, which rose as high as 1,000%, while others only increased 200 to 300%. Political and worldwide impact. China has formally urged the United States to remove taxes. Trump's reaction will determine. I doubt he will give up. Even after the 90-day break, the trade conflict will probably go on. The White House has suggested buying Bitcoin with gold reserves and also looking at Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, official papers say Solana and strategic national reserves. All coins are thus quite probably included in the US government portfolio in some shape. Activity of whales. Paying only 0.01 XRP in fees, a whale lately bought 9.7 million XRP on a bit and transferred it to cold storage. Whale statistics also reveal strong Bitcoin accumulation. Although many retail investors are not purchasing at these elevated prices, whales probably view this as a long-term investment rather than a short-term trade. On the other hand, depending on their use case and development, altcoins could provide better possible returns. XRP support and resistance. Daily resistance is near for XRP, possible breakout levels are $2.22 and $2.55, $1.88 and $2.04 support levels. Goals $2.85 and $5.85. These are the goals of the writer, take them lightly. I follow my own plan. Should XRP break the trendline and rise, I will enter and ride the wave. Otherwise, I remain on the sidelines. No damage done. XRP price plan and penalty. Ripple is anticipated to pay a $50 million penalty in XRP, as said yesterday. Raising the token price is therefore in Ripple's best interest. A higher price means less tokens required to offset the set dollar value. This might be included in Ripple's motivation to drive XRP up in the near future. Sun on crypto and tariffs. According to Justin Sun, crypto crosses bull and bear markets and knows no tariffs. A rough translation, but the concept is that tariffs have no direct effect on cryptocurrency, particularly in the manner conventional assets are. That said, tariffs could indirectly influence Bitcoin by increasing the price of ASIC components and mining equipment, which then drives up mining expenses and the price of BTC follows. XRP availability on exchanges. XRP's circulating supply on exchanges has fallen. Binance, for instance, has lost 100 million XRP and now holds 2.74 billion. Last ideas. All things considered, the market is not particularly thrilling at the moment. We observed some activity a few days ago. I closed the profit and might post the outcome on Telegram. The markets, however, have seemed sluggish of late. Buying a coin puts you in second, third or 10th place, which indicates losses. What can you then do? Wait, hold, buy dips, average down, avoid using credit or leverage, keep reasonable and cool. That's the only genuine plan I've discovered that succeeds. No magical formula exists. 3 weeks ago, my portfolio was break even. It's now a little loss. Still I remain upbeat. I am still gathering.